Italian Football Podcast.
Let's talk a little bit more about the mercato now. So let's work through the players who could leave Napoli this season. Let's start with the player that everybody wants to know, Victor Osimhen. What the hell is going on? Does Victor Osimhen even know what the hell is going on?
That's the point. He changed agent. Last time we spoke about all of the people that are surrounding Victor Osimhen. Now there's not the past agent, but he's still surrounded by a lot of people. We already said this. His dream is to play in Premier League. One day or another, he wants to go to Premier League and play there. Manchester United, Chelsea, even Arsenal, maybe. But what's happening? The clubs of Premier League are not the richest in any way. In the past years, Premier League was the richest league and the best league too. Now, I don't know if there are clubs that can pay 11 million euros to Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, per year. Net. The after tax per year. Netti, per year, yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
And I am saying even Galatasaray surprised me a lot. I don't know. Well, actually, I know. Napoli didn't pay for Victor Osimhen's salary last year.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
It's all on Galatasaray. And for me, it's not difficult to believe because I know how Aurelio De Laurenti acts, and I don't imagine Aurelio De Laurentiis paying half of the salary of Victor Osimhen for letting him playing in another team.
Yeah.
And Galatasaray, the fact that Galatasaray has the strength to pay 11 million euros to Victor Osimhen, for me, it's really, really amazing.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to say that for me, I don't have news, I have to say. I don't have recent news about this. I'm just speaking about what can happen. I imagine he stays in Galatasaray. I imagine he goes to Saudi Arabia or to other clubs that can afford his salary. In this moment, for what I know, in Premier League, they are not so interested in paying him 11 million euros. They are trying to lower the salaries.
Yeah.
And let's say Victor Osimhen is not so lucky to happen in this historical moment.
Is there any chance of a Higuain bis, a repeat of Higuain in the sense that he goes to Juve?
Juve has even less chances, speaking on the economic side, of Premier League clubs.
Yeah.
Juve is trying to sell Vlahovic because Juve doesn't want to pay a salary that is so high.
Yeah.
And most of all, Juve at the moment, then we are speaking about Agnelli's family. So it's clear. It's one of the most important families in Italy, for sure. So it's easy to imagine that if they really want Osimhen, they just have to pick money from family and put again in Juventus. But at the moment, Juventus he seems not interested in an operation of this style. So I would not put Juventus on top. But I have to say, to give a complete information, that everything can change with this economic power.
Nel calcio non si sa mai e con la famiglia Agnelli non si sa mai.
That's the point.
For good and for bad, but let's not dwell on that. Let's talk about Anguissa. There's lots of rumors that he could leave. What's happening with him? Because I know that he's got an option. Napoli could extend it. I think they have extended it or activated it. So what's happening there?
I think that this day is really important, the 30th of June, because this is the day that normally ends the season. From tomorrow, the season 25-26 will start. Napoli has an option to extend in one way on their side the contract of Frank Zambo Anguissa of 2 years, and I think they will activate it. Otherwise, he will be free to sign for whatever team he wants. Napoli respects a lot Anguissa, and maybe because Napoli is remembering the history of Spalletti too, before of activating this clause, spoke to Anguissa and said, okay, what do you want to do? If you want to go, just bring us this X type of offer, okay?
Yeah.
If you don't want, we can sit around the table, speak about renovation. We just can't lose you for free. It would be unfair, and it would be stupid for our side. For the side of Naples, it would have been stupid. So they said to Anguissa, take your time. And then, with the days that were passing, Anguissa didn't bring the offer Napoli wanted.
No.
Napoli told him that for them, Anguissa was a column. They were very happy about him. So if he wanted to stay, the door were open.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like before. In transfers, everything can change. But speaking on the 3rd of June, we can see that Anguissa is and starting 11 of Napoli.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we can explain this. We can find a reason in the fact that the calls, the speaking with Yunus Musa is getting a little bit slower. Yunus Musa was not the substitute of Anguissa, but that kind of player maybe.
Yeah.
If Anguissa stays, there's not so big hurry to go on a profile like Yunus Musa. So this is like an indication that comes from transfers to think that Anguissa can stay.
Interesting. But then he'll probably have to sign a contract extension, won't he? Because I mean, the clause is only, is it 1 year extension?
2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
2 years extension.
Okay.
Napoli is very relaxed about this stuff.
Well, that's good because then that buys them time.